The rain hadn't stopped. It clung to the city like a curse, soaking everything in a cold, restless silence. Standing on that rooftop, beside Heesung, I felt like I was balancing on the edge of something far more dangerous than the height beneath us. His words, "We survive together," echoed in my mind, equal parts comforting and terrifying, because surviving with him meant stepping into darkness I didn't understand. "You are shaking," he said quietly. I hadn't even noticed. "If not the cold," I replied, wrapping my arms around myself, though I wasn't sure if I was trying to hold in warmth or my fear. Heesung watched me for a moment, his expression unreadable. Then, without a word, he shrugged off his coat and placed it over my shoulders. It was still warm, still him. My breath caught, but I didn't argue. "Didn't get used to this," he muttered, looking away. A small, almost invisible smile tugged at my lips. Too late. For a split second, something softened in his eyes, but it disappeared just as quickly. "Listen carefully," he said, his tone suddenly sharp again. "What you saw tonight, the chaos, that's just the surface. There are people, powerful people, who don't want you involved. And now that you are," he paused, jaw tightening, "they won't ignore you anymore." My heart skipped. "Who are they?" Heesung hesitated, and that hesitation told me everything. "They are the reason I left you." The words hit harder than the rain. "What?" I stepped closer, searching his face. "You didn't leave because you wanted to?" He let out a bitter laugh. "You think I wanted to disappear? To pretend you didn't exist?" His voice dropped. "I did it because staying would have destroyed you." Silence settled between us, heavy and suffocating. "Then why I am still in danger?" I asked softly. "Because you came back," he said, meeting my eyes. "Because you couldn't let go, and neither could I." The truth ran out us like a storm of its own. Before I could respond, a sudden noise echoed from the stairwell door behind us. A metallic click. He sucks it there. The banner changed instantly. "Stay behind me," he whispered. The door burst open. Three figures stepped out, dressed in black, their faces hidden, their air shifted, thick with tension. "Well, well," one of them spoke, voice mocking. "The boys finally shows." His weakness, my stomach dropped. Heesung stepped forward, shielding me completely. "You shouldn't be here," he said curtly. And yet, here we are. Everything happened at once. A flash of movement, the sound of footsteps rushing forward, my heart pounding so loudly I could barely hear anything else. He sung, didn't move. He snapped, I froze. He moved like a shadow, fast, precise, unstoppable. Within seconds, chaos unfolded around me, but all I could see was him. The way he fought, the way he protected, the way he risked everything. This was his world, and I was standing right in the middle of it. When it was over, silence returned, but it wasn't peaceful. It was heavy, filled with things left unsaid. Heeseung turned to me, breathing slightly heavier, a faint cut on his cheek. "You see now," he said quietly. "This is what being with me means." I stared at him, my fear still there, but something stronger, rising with it. "I'm not leaving," I said. His voice widened slightly. "You don't get to decide that for me anymore," I continued, my voice steadier than I felt. "If your world is this dangerous, then I'll face it with you." For a moment, he looked at me, really looked at me, then slowly, he stepped closer. "You have no idea what you are choosing," he murmured. "Maybe not." I admitted, but I know I am choosing you. The distance between us disappeared. Not quite touching, but close enough to feel everything. And in that moment, something shifted. Not just danger, not just fear, something deeper. Something neither of us could escape anymore. But far below the rooftop, hidden in the shadow of the city, someone was watching. At this time, it wasn't Heesung.